Good morning, students. We are going to start the third part of the second chapter and the last part of the second chapter. In the previous chapter, we discussed the new notions of kingship, chiefdom, kingdom, three southern kingdoms, the Cheras, the Cholas, and the Pandyas. And we also discussed the divine nature of king. We also discussed Samanta concept. We also discussed the popular perception of the king, and we have discussed how they increased agricultural production, and we concluded with the land grant. And I hope that you are doing the assignment. Please do write the answers of this assignment in your register so that we can have a regular reference from there. Keep your textbook along with you so that you can mark some important points also. If anyone faces any problems, they are welcome to ask questions and clarify it. Some of the students are asking questions. It is a welcome step. Today we are going to discuss towns and trade. In the towns and trade, the first concept is new cities. From 6th century BC, there is evidence of emergence of new cities and towns. Many cities were the capitals of Mahajanapadas. Some of the cities and towns were located along the trade route, especially Pataliputra and Ujjain. And Mathura became a commercial and cultural center. So, in 6th century BC to 6th century AD, number of towns and cities emerged. Almost all these cities and towns emerged on the trade route. Second concept is urban population. How the people lived in the urban cities and towns. Kings and ruling class lived in a fortified cities. Wide range of materials found from there, like pottery, polished and normal pottery. They also found out NBPW. NBPW means northern black polished ware. Normally this is used by the rich people, especially the royal family members used NBPW ware. They also found out ornaments. They also found out tools, weapons, images with a range of materials, gold, silver, copper. So from urban cities, archaeologists discovered a number of materials: pottery, normal pottery, polished pottery, especially northern black polished ware used for rich people, various kinds of ornaments, tools, weapons, even the statues, the images with the range of material, gold statues, silver, copper, etc. From the inscriptions, we also find different social classes emerged in cities and towns. So in cities and towns, different kinds of social groups lived, like washing folk, weavers, carpenters, potters, goldsmiths, merchants, religious teachers, etc. So a variety of people stayed in urban cities and centers. Sometimes they organized a guild or the union, and these guilds probably collected raw materials, regulated production, and marketed them. The functions of the guild: collecting raw material, supplying the raw material to the workers, regulated the production, and marketed them. Please note these functions of the guild. Raw materials are collected, raw material were supplied to the producers, regulated the production, and marketed them. Was there any trade connections? The third point, from 6th century BC onwards, through land and river routes, trade connections were established. We had trade connections with Central Asia, North Africa, and West Asia. Sometimes traders traveled on foot or on bullock cart or pack animals. So what were the trade items? The main trade items were grain, cloth, metal, stone, timber, medicinal plant, and spices. So it's proved that there were trade connections from 6th century BC onwards to 6th century AD. That is the time of our discussion. The fourth, use of coins. Trade was possible by the introduction of coins. They used punch marked coins of silver and copper. Punch marked coins of silver and copper. The numismatists studied coins and find out symbols on coins. Numismatics is a study of coins, and the scholars found out a number of symbols on coins. And it suggests that coins were issued by kings, and the coins contains name and images of king. The first gold coin were issued by Kushans in 1st century AD. It was just like a contemporary Roman gold coins. Kushan kings might have copied from Roman gold coins because they had a trade connection with them. Presence of coins in North and Central India indicates the huge volume of transaction in India. At the time of Guptas, they also issued coins. So there were coins of different denominations, different material, silver, copper and gold. Gold coins suggest about the prosperity of the country. Now we come to the last section of the chapter, back to basics. We are talking about deciphering the Brahmi script. I started the class with the James Princip. I'm going to end with James Princip's. Most of the modern languages were derived from Brahmi. Some of the scholars considered Brahmi was Sanskrit. In 1838, James Princip deciphered Brahmi. Later, he deciphered Kharosthi script also. And if we examine very clearly, name Ashoka is not mentioned in any of the inscriptions. Instead, it mentioned Devanampiya. So in the name of Ashoka, they have written Devanampiya. Devanampiya means beloved of gods. It's a Brahmi language. It also mentioned Piyadasi, that we have seen, pleasant to behold. So Ashoka was generally called Devanampiya or Piyadasi. Devanampiya means beloved of the gods, and Piyadasi means pleasant to behold. Although thousands of inscriptions have been discovered, not all of them were deciphered, not all of them were translated, not all of them were published. Even today, we are not able to decipher a number of inscriptions, and with that, we are completing the second chapter. I hope and believe you are following it. You are required to complete the assignments. If at all you find any doubts, you please contact me. I will clarify it. Thank you.